Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
Well, thanks to some poo-pushing menace, we don't really have a sponsor right now.
Nope.
But the boys at something problems.
Or something involving a 9.
I don't know. Something golf poo-push, like, off in the water, dickhead. We can't. We got nobody. We got nobody. So this week is brought to you by Fuck You.
Yeah, by Fuck
Enjoy
You.
it. Enjoy it.
Fuck you.
It is Labor Day, which means one thing.
Labor Day?
One thing and one thing only. It's pumpkin spice season, bitch.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, my boy. I love pumpkin spice.
Dude, the
Oh my
scones
God.
are what I go for, personally.
I've never tried the scones,
Oh.
but I will suck frappuccinos down as if I was a college girl trying to drop out early and become a millionaire. All right, like I will put them down my throat as if I'm auditioning to take an 80-year-old to his grave.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, exactly. That sound exactly. Yes, that is what I do when I have them.
Jesus Christ.
I suck on them like there's a pension involved. All right, I fucking love pumpkin spice.
Social Security in there.
There's only seriously. There's only one thing I like more than pumpkin spice at the Bucks, and that's the fucking eggnog season.
Oh, yeah.
And last year they didn't have fucking
Yeah,
eggnog.
no.
I had caused a problem.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude, I was like, why? Like I wouldn't accept it.
I don't really like eggnog like that.
No,
you know? I'm not a fan.
I seasonally like eggnog, and I don't mean like, oh well, it's the season, so I like eggnog.
Tis
the
like, season I will endure.
It's almost like 1 year I don't want anything to do with it. I don't like it. It makes me sick. The next year, can't stop drinking it.
Really?
I'll buy it by the carton. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll buy the cartons at 7-Eleven.
Wild.
The ones that like expire like 3 days before you buy them. I don't give a fuck.
You're going to knock them back.
Oh, it's just cinnamon yogurt at that point. It's not even fucking eggnog anymore. Oh my god,
Yikes,
dude, they are
dude.
disgusting, and
Oh
I
my
fucking
God.
can't stop drinking it.
Yeah,
I love
I
eggnog
don't like eggnog
sometimes.
like that. I really don't. I mean, I'll sip on some eggnog for like a little treat, but
I know.
I can't have more than like a tiny glass of it.
I know people like to put like liquor in it, but I
Yeah.
just drink eggnog.
That's the
dude.
point of it.
I like the
well,
thickness.
yeah.
Like it comes through like
Thick.
motor oil. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
where you got to hold the carton for like an extra minute to make
Because
those
it
last
rolls
drops
down
out.
the side. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like drinking fucking honey. It's just slurped upon.
Yeah. No, I definitely like need some kind of booze in my eggnog. You know, like that's half the reason for me for sure.
Maybe this year I'll finally try it now that I'm a
Just a
grown
little bit of
man.
whiskey. You
A
know,
little bit of whiskey in it.
that's all you really need.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never been interested in it. I've always just been like, why would you do that to my eggnog? You know what I'm saying?
I was introduced to eggnog with booze in it, you know?
Yeah.
Because even as a kid, like, I was kind of like, this doesn't smell appealing. I'm cool, you know? Like, I might have tried it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Once or twice, and I probably, like, protested enough to where, like, well, that's never happening again.
You gotta
know?
try it again as an adult, though. Because,
So-
like, I don't know. I've noticed there was a lot of things.
I've had it as an adult, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I've noticed that your taste buds definitely change.
Yeah.
You know, there's things
yeah.
that I didn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
as a kid that I fucking love now. Like asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I could
I
take down a
love
farm.
asparagus.
I could fuck the
Yeah.
whole farm up with
Yeah.
asparagus.
Yeah, dude.
Beets.
Oh, yeah?
I love
really?
beets.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Beets I'm okay with. I can eat that.
My dad was in town, and we went to dinner one of the nights, and there was like a salad bar, and they had beets. And I loaded up
All
on
over
beets.
it, yeah.
You gotta remember that you ate them too, because like the next day you're gonna shit just blood. So like you have to remember that you ate beets. Like you don't want to forget that one.
Yeah, you're like, oh, God, I'm dying. And it's like, no, no,
Call
you're
the
fine.
hospital for no fucking
You're
reason.
fine.
But my dad looked at my plate and he was just like, "What are those?" And I was like, "Beets." And I was like, "That's nature's candy, bro." And he was
Yeah.
just like, "No,
What, really?
no." He hates beets.
Oh, wow.
He just doesn't. There's so many things that he that my dad just won't have, like Brussels sprouts. Not a chance.
I actually like Brussels
Yeah,
sprouts now.
oh, me too, dude. Especially like the way my roommate makes them. She like fries them, like with she cuts them in halves, and then
Yep.
pan fries them with like garlic and shit. Oh my god! And the other thing is sushi.
Yeah.
He won't eat it. He says
Really?
he says it's bait. My dad's a fisherman. And he doesn't like sushi like that.
What the fuck?
He's
It's
why
bait.
would,
There's like lobster and stuff sometimes.
I know,
the
he'll
really
use it
fancy
to
ones.
use it to catch a real fish.
I guess
that's the way that's his mentality.
There's real fish in sushi.
Yeah, I know, right? Like he likes lobster.
Cod in sushi. There's crab in sushi.
He eats crab.
I mean,
he eats lobster. He eats
to
cod.
be fair, it's a lot of time it's mostly imitation crab and imitation lobster, but still,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. He's just like, put that thing on the hook, man. Let's go get a real fish.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
you can get
bastard.
tilapia sushi. That's the thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like some people would just, like I get it though, because at one point I was definitely like if I knew I didn't like it, I would just never try it again for a long time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was like mid-20s that I was like, okay, let's go back to some of these things, try them again, black licorice, all that stuff, right?
Oh, I love black licorice.
And just see, like you said, if my taste buds changed or maybe whatever, right? And like 90% of the time, I'm like, no. Brussels sprouts was the one that I was like, okay, this is actually fire. Like some garlic, salt, I learned that as I got older, savory is really my preferred kind of, I guess, taste or like thing that I go for, for the most
same
part.
here. I don't like, I mean, ice cream and chocolate, that's all good and all, but I'd rather have a bunch of hamburgers.
Yeah, like I had a sweet tooth for the longest time, and it still comes and goes every now and then. But I even just 5-6 years ago, like sweet tooth for sure.
Yeah.
I used to live by 7-Eleven. I'd just walk over and grab candy and energy drinks and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Now it's like I can definitely eat like some Sour Patch and maybe knock back a couple like sodas. But if I start getting too many sugary items to eat specifically, I will either get nauseous or my body will just stop like wanting it altogether.
I feel that.
So I think all of my desire for sweets went to savory instead, because like now it's like I almost like hunt for like Salt Lick quality level foods.
Yeah.
Like
I was never the candy kid. I was always just like the bag of chips.
Yeah.
But soda, I could fuck.
Dude, I know.
I could butt fuck soda.
It's a
And
problem,
it
dude.
sucks because my roommates, God bless them, they fucking, they drink so much soda in their 70s.
Too much.
Like, it's just like, who cares at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
But fucking, like, Safeway, they throw it at you. Like, they make you buy it by the pallet.
Yep.
It's like you could buy this 1 12-pack for $15, but if you buy 2, you can have like 7 for free.
Yeah.
And you're like, well,
they
then,
always have some crazy deals
then
going.
I'm filling the fucking cart. Like, I'm not going to buy one like some type of dumb cocksucker when
Yeah.
if I
I can
spend
save money.
yeah, it's like I could get 12 cans for $15, or I can get 90 cans for 30.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
If I know anything about math, I mean, I got to get those 90 cans.
Yeah.
'Cause the unit value is down. They trick us. They trick the fuck out
Well,
of us.
it's like one of those things too where it would be a great deal if you just maintained like one pattern of drinking soda.
Yeah, like
cause,
one a day.
Because the thing is, like, especially Americans, right? What we tend to do is that we'll see a deal where we get more for a buck.
Yeah.
And instead of that being as if you'd only bought those 12 cans and you just drink those 12 cans like you would like one a day, one every other day, whatever, right? If we were like more healthy about it, because I could knock back like 5 in one sitting
Easily. Yeah.
But if when you buy bulk, right, the mentality is like, oh, I can have this for X amount of weeks now or X amount of months or and everything.
Yeah.
90% of the time, I feel like Americans like, nah, that you just start now adding more drinks to the day,
Yeah.
and before you know it, you're really only getting maybe 5 or 6 extra days when it should have been a month worth of supply.
Yeah, like you get that 36-pack and now you're drinking 3 a day instead of 1
Yeah,
a day.
right. Yeah, you almost
lasts the same amount of
increase
time.
your capacity to drink with how much you buy.
Oh,
you
bro,
know?
last night after leaving here last night, I went to the Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
First meal of the day, also last meal of the day. Went to go make the people at Taco Bell work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I started seeing them sweat as I was getting that order through. But like I remember I got home and I had already finished my fountain drink pretty much by the time I got home. So I asked Bubs, I was like, go give me a Pepsi. He goes and hands it to me. I pour it into my little fountain drink and it takes up like a third of the cup. I was like, go give me another one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already like, and considering I already drank the fountain drink, that was like 5 right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And fountain drinks, I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't feel like it counts.
Well, it's because you're used to like the singular, you know. Like again, it's like that
You drink
psychology trick.
It's 1 unit of soda, even though it was like 64 ounces.
You don't think about the actual amount; you just think about the physical, like what I have had in my hand, kind of thing.
And then
you
you pour a can into it, and you're like, oh
and
my
you
god.
don't think about that.
Oh
shit,
my god,
you know?
how much
yeah.
does I just drink of this?
Yep.
It's like I don't know if I could sit there and take 3 cans back to back in fucking 2 minutes, but I could suck down that fountain drink like it's nothing.
Yeah, you know, and like grabbing additional cans in a way it makes you more aware of how much you're drinking because you're not only throwing one away, but you're grabbing a whole new container, if you will, right? Cracking it open and starting to drink versus like a cup that you just refill, you know? Like, sure, you can think of, oh, I've refilled this like X amount of times, but after a while, you're not really like getting a new container. You're just topping it off. I don't know. I just feel like there's a slight psychological difference between going up and getting a new thing and then just filling off your cup, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably a lot easier to drink shit tons more in just a regular cup than it is to, like,
I think
go and get soda cans or something.
I think the other thing
know?
is the straw.
Oh, yeah.
The straw, you start drinking
Suck
by
it down,
force.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You're just putting it down ounces within seconds. Whereas, like, sipping it out of a can, you know, there's more carbonation in the can because it's not being added. You know, like with the can, it's like fucking, it's airtight and the carbonation's in there ready to explode.
Yeah.
Whereas with the fountain drink, it's being like added.
Right.
But also the can has that like metal lip to it. Like you can't drink it that fast.
Right.
But with the fountain drink, like you just get a fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
like,
there's a whole sound experience with the, you know, you know. So every time, again, like there's
wet.
a lot of elements to. Yeah, me too. There's a lot of elements to when you get another can. It's like you really are refreshing. You're like, I don't know. It just feels like your brain's more conscious of the fact you're grabbing another drink. Which is easy to go into subconscious just by topping off a same container over and over in a glass, right? But you know, the reason why I bring that up is that I feel like the food industry and retail stores know that Americans do that shit. It's like, oh yeah, like yeah, we're gonna give you 90 fucking blah 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 cans, and it really only costs us like a quarter or even a nickel a can, you know. And it's like, we know that you're going to be back here in 2 weeks, not a month, motherfucker. You know?
Oh, yeah.
We're giving you all this shit, but we know you're going to come back and buy the same amount again. And now you just become our money farm.
Bro,
you know?
I got a Sam's Club membership finally.
Oh, dude.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah,
and
bro. It's upsetting
that's the
how
whole
cheap everything
store.
is. Yeah, yeah.
That's the whole store.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, well, I can get... Like, in my head, I break down every single item, right? And, like, I'll buy, like, this whole box of fucking, like... those little drumsticks, you know, the ice cream drumsticks.
Yep.
I'd be like, well, that's only like 20 cents per ice cream. That's pretty crazy. Fucking buy 2 of them.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's so cheap.
That's the mentality.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's how they make their fucking money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
So
not
worth it.
bashing on Casco. I'm not bashing on Sam's Club, you know. But it's one of those things where they know that people are going to be coming back because they're getting such good deals that they can eat a little bit more. And also, like, the deals that they'll give, you'll notice that they still have, like, an expiration date that's, like, a couple weeks out or a month out. So even if you're buying a whole bunch, now you have to almost eat all of that. Otherwise, you're wasting food before it expires. And then you're going to come back and buy a whole nother bulk amount, you know. So it's affordable. If you're smart with, like, I guess not even smart. If you have willpower to not just shovel food and drink down your gullet and everything, if you stay with, like, a sustainable plan, you know, then Sam's Club and Costco is a great place to shop.
Some of those, some of it's like insane. Like, what was it? You know how you could get those like the little kid chips? You know, like they're supposed to throw in like a lunch bag.
Yeah, the huge fucking boxes of them and shit.
Yeah, it's like fucking 90 bags for like $6.
Yep.
Like, well, son of a bitch, give me
dude.
that one. Like, that's
dude.
fucking gonna last forever.
Yep, and then
But then what do? You grab
through
4 or 5 of them at a time.
Yep, because you have so much of it.
Yeah,
you know?
and because there's only so little in that little bag. You know, you get like a mouthful of Doritos. It's like, well, then no, I'm gonna keep grabbing a couple of these bastards.
They're great, again, but like if you have no willpower, then it just turns into like technically now your bill
It's higher.
It's higher because you're going to buy for that amount every time.
Yeah.
It's an American thing. I feel like I don't know if it's similar elsewhere, but it's definitely an American thing. Quick transition.
Proud to be
Did you hear? Hell yeah! Did you hear about the first Costco opening up in Okinawa, Japan?
No,
dude.
Was it all sushi and girls' panties and bulk?
You know, I don't know what was in it, but I would believe it. No, dude, it was so popular that it was from opening to closing. It had a line outside, and it was filled to the brim. Where they had to start holding people outside and wait for people to exit so they can let people in. Right?
Jesus.
There was a 5-hour line outside Costco for this fucking thing, dude. Like, they were eating it up, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, American shopping culture was definitely like, oh my god, we gotta go shop and check this out, bro. Let me pull up the article. Hold on.
Well, it's like I think there's like this whole like it's got to go all the way back to caveman shit, where the idea of you having more than enough food for anything,
Oh yeah.
like prepared for anything. It's just like everybody's waiting for that big moment where we're gonna be fucked, and who's gonna have the biggest pantry for it. Oh yeah. Okay, now look at that, fucking in Nanjo, Japan.
I just want to find.
Such a large crowd that there was a 5-hour wait to get in.
Yep. Even though the store.
Even though the store opened 3 hours earlier than advertised, it was still a 5-hour wait to get in.
Yep, dude. They reached max capacity extremely fast. Had cars wrapping around the parking lot to allow more people in. Customers were only let in as others left, like I mentioned before, dude.
Oh man, they did that at the Crocs store the other day.
Insane, bro.
We were at the. I took Bubbles to the Crocs store for his birthday. Mm-hmm. First of all, it's kind of sad.
Really?
Not as cool as I wanted it to be.
Oh, that's lame.
Like, it's a Crocs store. So I want.
Stylistic, yeah.
This is what I want out of the Crocs store. I want all of the exclusives, and then you could start putting in all the other random bullshit ones. Like, I want the Gundam Crocs. I want the SpongeBob Crocs. I want the fucking Toy Story Crocs. I want the Pokemon Crocs. Then you can start putting in the ones that nobody wants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you
towards the bottom of the display.
it's almost like I would say like if you're looking for a specific. Whoa, what was that? Go back to that. What was that?
That was
that was a map, and it looked like there was ones close to here.
There's stores that have Crocs.
Oh,
I think.
Foot Locker shit. Okay.
They're not like a Crocs store.
No, yeah, you got to go to either Vacaville or Livermore around here to the outlets. But like, I don't know. It's like I would almost say like if you want a very specific pair of Crocs and it's not just like a plain color, then don't go to the Crocs store. If you want just the awe of being around a million pairs of Crocs, I mean it's kind of cool. But like if you were just like, oh, I want the American flag ones, or I want the Gundam ones, or I want the Patrick Star editions.
Yeah,
you're taking a shot. They might and probably aren't going to be there.
Right. You're probably better off just ordering them online at that point.
Yeah, especially any of the collabs. Look at the Gundams.
These Gundam fucking ones are wet, bro.
Yeah, dude. The new Pokemon ones are coming out pretty soon too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know they had Pokemon ones coming.
So I mean, there's a little Pokemon tab up there. If you scroll up a little bit, let's see what they got currently on the store. There's the Pikachus.
Pikachus that's black with the yellow trim on it.
Shitty white ones with all the Pokemon on it. Those
these are for kids. That makes
generic
sense.
as fuck.
Generic.
So yeah,
here.
they haven't released yet, so they're not on the store.
They only have really one that's like a stylized cool one, which is the Pikachu one.
Which is the Pikachu ones, yeah. I got fucking scanned by some Pikachu shit the other day.
What do you mean?
Real quick, I'll tell the story while you look up new Pokemon Crocs on Google. Okay, so I'm on Instagram, and they always have like those random. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the Charizards right there.
Oh yeah, you said
it's Charizard, Gengar.
Oh yeah.
Snorlax, and I think Jigglypuff. There it is. Yeah, there you go. No, so I'm on Instagram, and they show this like sick Pikachu light up phone case, where there's a button on the bottom where your USB-C plugs in, and if you push it, the whole case lights up. And it's got lights all over the inside of it, and where you can like play music, and
sick.
And the lights play with the music, essentially. So your phone becomes like a fun little light show while you're listening to music.
That's neat.
And it's a big Pikachu. It looks really cool. And then it shows the guy put it on the face down on the table, and a projector comes out of the bottom on the sides, essentially. Mm-hmm. And one of them opens up basically the Spotify. And then the other one opens up like an equalizer.
Cool.
So, you got your phones lighting up all crazy. You got the equalizer AR on the side.
Yeah,
and then, Oh, so then I was like, I'm buying that. Like, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I finally, I find it. And first of all, the projector thing's not real. Not even kind of. Second thing is it's coming from China.
Yep.
So who knows when if I'm ever going to even get that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at this point, like, I finally got the confirmation that it's shipped, and it just said parcel received, and it's in China, and I'm like, yeah, I might as well wait till Christmas. That's not fucking showing up.
Yeah.
I'd be even
that
shocked.
Sucks, dude.
I'm shocked that I got a shipping update. I thought they were just gonna take the money, and I was never gonna see it.
I mean,
It's gonna be
you still
dog
might,
shit.
you still might get ghosted. Honestly, but we'll see.
Yeah. I could see it. It's just gonna get lost somewhere on a cruise ship.
Yeah, or it's just gonna it is gonna arrive, and it's gonna be just the most fucking stock market bullshit. You know, like
not $3. Like the lights don't even work on it.
Yeah, or it's not even it's like roughly the same shape and the same design, but it's clearly not anywhere what it was like shown. You know? Like I've seen a lot of people do that with like Etsy or Alibaba Express. You know, you'll get companies, not even just China, but just across the world.
Or Temu.
Temu.
Temu's the big one.
They'll send, they'll make prototypes that look good, like a couple of them, and then they won't make any more of those than they sell. They advertise that. You know?
I wonder how
it's so bad, bro.
Why Instagram just lets them.
They don't give a shit.
Like Temu is huge on Instagram, and Instagram's just like, if they get frauded, they get frauded. Fuck them.
Yep.
It's like, way to give a fuck. Like,
no, it's like because it's. I guess I can get it from a programming standpoint. You know, it's like how do you even try and figure out what actually is a scam and what isn't? You know, and then if you just kind of blanket ban everything, I'm sure some people will fucking sue for a variety of fucking ways, you know. So it's probably just not worth it to even bother, you know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it's probably easier just to be like, hey, be more vigilant on like protecting your information and your stuff. And
and that's the other thing. It's like, well, did I just lose that fucking card forever?
Yeah, you never know, bro. That's the thing.
Last time I bought something from AliExpress, I immediately just closed my debit card, got another one.
Yeah, dude, it's sketch.
The item still showed up, but I was just like, nope, no.
It's sketch, dude. Like, I really don't trust. Like, I try really hard to not put my credit card on the internet, other than like bills for like PG&E and other things like that, as much as I can. And then like for Amazon, like I'll have my Amazon credit card and I'll use that for Amazon and maybe a couple other things. But I try my best to not use my card on the internet in specific, you know.
I use it all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's just I'm nervous. I've had my identity almost not stolen, but an attempt on my bank account a couple years ago. You know, I just like after that I was just like, this is not worth it. Like, no thanks. I'm actually even kind of tempted to rebuild a new email domain like address again, and like don't share that out with anybody, kind of thing, you know, and only have it be bills. So that way I can kind of actually have a more professional email, and the one that I have. It's just been used for social media in the past and a variety of other things. I just get so much. I get hundreds of emails of spam every fucking day. You know. So
I've got four.
Annoying.
I've got 4 different emails just for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I have 5 now, but I have like my porn email. Right. So anytime I've like.
Do you pay for porn?
No.
Thank fucking God.
No. I mean, I've paid for some only.
Hold, please. If you pay for porn, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's just too free.
Stop it.
I understand why you're doing it, but it's too
I don't.
Free. It's too free. Oh, well,
it's too free.
It's too free.
Even if I wasn't married, it's free, bro.
It's hella free.
And every time you fap, even if you can't find that perfect video, right? Because all of us do that fucking hold the dick surfing the fucking, you know,
coming
right?
to a dude on accident.
But even if you don't come to the right video, there's always that post-nut clarity where like you don't fucking care anymore. It's over, right? You know what will remain after you fucking have post-nut clarity? Fuck, I just spent $20 fucking a month for this. Fuck, God damn it. I could have just gone to Pornhub.
And I got to remember to fucking cancel that shit.
And you're not going to. Guys, please don't pay for porn. Please, I don't care if it's OnlyFans. Actually, I care if it's OnlyFans. Don't pay for that, especially because fuck them hoes. You know,
I've paid
fuck
for
them useless fucking hoes, bro.
I've paid for OnlyFans because I've known girls personally to make them.
Oh,
that I know in real life.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want none of that.
And I'm like, I'm gonna spend $10 to see that girl's tits because I know her.
I don't know.
There's girls that we went to high school with that made OnlyFans. It's like, well,
I'm cool with
I'm
that.
curious enough. Like, here's $5.
Hard pass.
And then it's sad because like
I can't.
A lot of those girls, like realistically, especially like the ones that you know like aren't porn stars. Mm-hmm. You know, that aren't marketing themselves as porn stars and aren't like paying for modeling.
I'm not a
gigs.
whore. It's like a little bit.
Like you gotta do it right. Like we went to school with this one girl that I went all the way through kindergarten with, and she did it right.
Okay.
Right? She paid, and like she was part of tons of model shoots. Mm. She became a legitimate model. She moved to Vegas. Mm-hmm. Like she went full ass into this. You know what I'm saying? Like made it a career. Mm-hmm. And she started an OnlyFans and then charged like $25 a month for it.
Oh my God.
And got thousands of people.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's
she did it right.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get these girls that are just like they don't do any modeling, they don't do any marketing.
They just fuck on
like,
cam and that's it.
They even kind of just hide. They don't even put their link out. You know what I'm saying? Like you just kind of have to happen upon it.
It's because there's shame
And
involved.
then and then you look at their account and it'll be like 47 posts and like 94 likes. That means they have 2 followers
Yeah.
that liked everything. And it's just like, you might as well have just let me give you $5 and show me your tits.
Yeah.
Because your 2 followers are probably 2 people you know.
Yep.
You know, they're not 2 strangers.
That's
And then
the reality.
and then you
know?
don't make a username, because why would you? I don't make a username. My username's the stock. It's whatever,
Nice.
like M14 and then
Nice.
12 letters
Yeah,
after it.
username fill-in.
Ew,
Yeah.
fucking people know who I am. It's fucking porn.
Yeah.
And like, you know, then you go and you're like, man, this was what, like, these girls are finally getting to know what it feels like to be like a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Except
Putting
for-
out shit that they think is fire, but nobody's fucking ever
Nobody.
seen them shit.
And now you've just shown 3 perverts you went to high school with your tits and posts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got what, like after
I
taxes,
don't-
like $7.
And that's the reality of most of them, bro.
Yeah.
Like again, people are romanticizing like, oh, so many girls are making fucking money off OnlyFans. I'm like, there are girls making money off, yes.
Yeah.
Just like there are girls making money off Pornhub and everywhere else, right?
yeah.
Of course,
But
course.
it requires
Do you know,
work.
Yeah, and do you know how many people are also doing that thing and not making the
Oh
money
my
that they're
God.
making? It's probably fucking
Yeah.
droves of them.
Yeah, it's like the ones that are making money are the ones that you see on Instagram.
Yeah.
That like world
Yeah.
stars posting.
Right, that you will recognize elsewhere.
Yeah.
you know
what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
But no, it's for a lot of these girls. I think it's just more sad.
Yeah,
Like, I've
there's-
even-
it's for sure there's shame.
I've
involved.
even hooked up
For
with
fucking
girls.
sure, bro.
I've even hooked up with girls that had an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this is sad for you.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
You know, it's like this is a bummer. But
Anyways, you
can
know,
I get a free link? And then they send me, and then I get the free link, and I'm like, this is sad. This is worse.
this is sad.
Yeah.
You're pathetic. Get the fuck out of
Oh
here.
yeah, no, and like
Oh my god.
as far as
bro.
like paying for porn, all right. This is what I'll give to the people who are paying for porn, because there's plenty of them. There's 2 things you get when you pay for porn. One, everything that you see on Pornhub is like 10 years old. All of it.
Yep.
It's all old as shit.
Yeah,
like
yep.
if you have a porn star, if you watch free porn exclusively, and there's a porn star that you get into, Google them. They do not look the same
no,
as
it's
what
been
you are.
years long now. Yeah.
So if you're paying for porn, you're getting new porn,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess if that means something to you, then
Sure.
good for you. But the other thing is a lot of people, what they started doing is they started cutting up the porn in a certain way to where, like, maybe the cum shot's not there, maybe the undercarriage butthole shot's not there, like all those extra taboo things that you want to see are get cut out,
Right.
and you're only going to see them if you have like the premium, right? So like I remember during the pandemic, when the pandemic happened, Pornhub gave away 1 month
Nice.
of Pornhub Premium to everybody.
They're supplying to the goons.
Oh
bro.
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, me and
That's so
Bubble
funny,
showed
dude.
Bubble showed me, and that night I was like, well, I'm getting my free fucking month of Pornhub. And like, dude, like everything, like you go onto the premium, and everything is like HD. Every porn
Yeah.
video is like
Yeah.
an hour and a half long.
Yeah, they shot this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, like
yeah.
like remember when porn used to be like an hour and a half?
Because then there's a story to it.
Yeah, and
they
now-
have multiple fuck scenes.
Now you see it'll be like 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's usually already started in the scene. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no context. There's
Yeah.
just the fucking. You
Exactly. That whole actual scene is in where the premium's at. So I understand where you're coming from if you're buying it, but come on,
I
man.
still kinda
There's just
don't.
too much free.
I still kind of don't.
It's
you
too.
know?
There's too much free.
Yeah.
Do you need it to be? Do you need? How long does
No.
it take you to jack off?
No, yeah. Again, post nut clarity hits, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're like, yeah, I nutted, but how much am I spending on this? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I better go nut again
Yeah.
to make my money's worth, and that's just a sad existence.
Yeah.
That's just.
And then there's like
Jesus.
the rare, like if Scarlett Johansson made an OnlyFans, she was like playing with her butthole I'm sure then there'd be like a lot of people being like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I need to see that.
They want to see that. Yeah.
But
then like
that
once
doesn't
you're-
happen a lot.
Yeah, but once you're done with that one video, right? It's like unless you're an avid consumer of the OnlyFans, now that's $20.
gone.
That's just like
It's just gone. Yeah.
I just don't see the value in the like. I'm curious of things too, but like I definitely am not like enough to be. Let me just throw away money that I could use to buy food or
Yeah.
pay my bills or buy a thing that I actually want to use that I will use every other day. Or be
Yeah.
a there's so much
you really
you
do
could
just
do.
come and it goes
You know?
away.
Yeah, dude. Like
It's
this,
just
literally,
gone.
like it's, and that's the worst thing too. It's like it's not like you're coming to get rid of that fucking irritating man urge,
Yeah.
that like comes in because everyone's had that moment where you're trying to do something seriously and all of a sudden out of nowhere, just hormones just kick in. You're like, why? Wait, I'm doing spreadsheets. What the fuck's going on? Right now,
Spread these
why
sheets.
am I thinking about titties right now?
Yeah.
Like it's just
Got to get the evil out.
yeah, dude. So like, no matter what, even after the post nut,
Yeah.
you know that feeling's gonna come back. So it's not like you're solutioning to a problem.
Yeah.
Like you're just perpetuating probably a bigger issue over
Yeah.
time. So I don't know. Moral of the story is, guys, please don't pay for porn. Please, I beg you, as your brother from the Bay Area, your homie, please don't pay for porn, guys.
No,
it's
stop
such
it.
a waste of fucking money, dude.
Stop it.
Like I'd rather you spend it on DoorDash.
If you get bored with
Than porn.
Pornhub, then go to X
Like,
videos.
dude. Yeah, there's X videos, there's Pornhub, there's
XNXX, there's fucking-
I think it's like XX Tube or something.
Not only that, but like most of those OnlyFans girls, you could look up, just go to Google
yeah,
and look up their name and then leaked
yeah.
and hit images.
Yeah.
It's probably there.
And if you're scared about viruses, you know that what you spend that $25 a month for OnlyFans, you can buy. Here's our sponsor for today, Malwarebytes.
Yeah.
$20 a month, full protection, encryption, all of the protection you could possibly need to surf the webs and jack your fucking little ass dick on the fucking internet. Like.
Oh yeah, you know how many viruses I've probably gotten on my phone? That's something that just don't seem to exist.
But you know what? Malwarebytes will protect your computer if you want that full screen experience.
Oh yeah, all fucking day, dude. All fucking day. It'll close it
actually
for you.
pretty
Like,
good,
no,
Reed.
it'll be like, no, daddy, not this one.
Oh my god.
Oh, but so
Anyways,
here's
what the
these-
fuck were we talking about
these
before
Pokemon
that?
Crocs.
That's
So-
right. Okay, so I'm sorry.
So, yeah,
we
they,
gotta have a PSA for that.
they made a Jigglypuff, a Charizard, Snorlax, and a Gengar. Now here's the thing, I'm getting the Gengars.
The Gengar is fucking sick.
I think
I kind of like the Snorlax one.
I
too,
like the
bro.
Snorlaxes a lot. I mean, obviously most people would say Charizard, but here's the thing:
Sure.
as standalone, take the charms off of them, the Gengars look the coolest.
The Gengars are pretty wet.
The
wet.
The Snorlaxes remind me of those old Dixie cups from the '90s that you'd get the fucking fountain sodas in.
Yeah. There's the Shasta looking like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And then the Charizards are just too generic looking for me. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the Jigglypuffs. I'm not mad at the pink and white swirl, but
I think this photo doesn't do it justice. You know?
no. But those Gengars, dude, with the purple and the black and the pink.
Yeah, it's almost camo shape.
Yeah.
Looks like in a way.
Oh yeah, no, I fuck with those
sick.
Gengars. And then each one comes with the charm of the Pokemon represents.
Yeah.
And then a charm
And,
of I don't know. So so for Charizard, it's clearly a fireball.
yeah. For
With
Snorlax, it's like a Z signs like this.
Oh yeah, sleeping
thing.
You know what I would have liked for Snorlax? A Sylph flute.
Oh yeah, that's
That
a
would
good
have been
one.
cool, like
yeah,
a nice little flute.
Clearly dropped the ball on that
Yeah,
one.
Gengar is a gelatinous poof of dark
Yeah.
magic. I'm assuming Dream Eater.
Yeah, it's I guess.
And then Jigglypuff is a music note, which I actually fuck with.
yeah. That's
I
a
fuck
good
with
idea.
that pink music note.
That's a good
pretty
idea
cool.
for sure.
Like I almost want the Gengars with the pink music.
These
note.
are pretty sick,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah,
Crocs is doing a good job
you
of
should-
taking our generation and just fucking shoving it down our throats.
yeah. Well, I feel like it's now our generation, Gen X, millennial. They're all the people that are actually now probably climbed up in.
Yeah.
Just
We're not
in
the important ones
world,
anymore.
Yeah.
Remember when millennial was like an important thing, like when we were like 19?
Well, it's because I think that was when we were all trying to find our identity, and
Yeah.
we were the generation that was loud and obnoxious about trying to find who we were.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I
Now
think
we're-
now we're in our late 20s and 30s, and now we're actually in the forces that we wanted to be in.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of the focus has been shifted now to Gen Z and beyond,
Yeah.
right? And now we're the ones making the products.
Man,
you
I
know.
have a coworker who fucking never even played a Pokemon game. Didn't
Really?
Never heard of the Rugrats.
A younger coworker.
Yeah.
No shit.
Never
bro.
heard of the Rugrats. Like we were.
I believe that.
That made
I
me
believe
sad.
that. I know, but
Well, 'cause I had
the
a-
Pokemon one is what shocks me.
I had a fire reference the other day. Like
A Tommy Pickles reference.
Oh my god!
or
Just an
Chucky.
out of the park, just home run insult. That
did?
if you were our generation would have made total sense.
Yeah.
But to him, he had no idea what that even meant. He was fucking. We're up on this roof together, and he's welding in this copper line, and he's standing up. This thing is inches off the ground. He's standing up to do it, and he goes to like reposition himself. His feet get stuck in the torches and the cables, or the hoses essentially, and he slips and he stomps through the copper line that that he's welding together.
Fucking guy.
And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, easy there, Reptar.
Yeah, dude.
Just nothing.
Like,
Nothing.
who's what? Who's
Like,
and
what's
you're like,
Reptar?
oh my fucking god.
And I was like, you know what, bro? I'm just gonna start calling you Reptar. It's
Yeah.
up to you to figure it out.
Yeah.
so now
I have Reptar as my Discord icon.
Hell yeah,
Fucking-
dude. So I've been calling him Reptar like for the last week.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'm
Reptar
gonna
was the
continue to call
shit,
him
bro.
Reptar.
I remember watching Reptar as a kid and just being like, every time he came on in any Rugrats episode, it was
Yeah.
just the best fucking day ever. Dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's so good, dude.
Oh my god.
He also reminds me of, you ever watch Strong yes, Godzilla, but Homestar Runner at all with like Strong Bad and all them?
I think so.
He has Trogdor is an episode where he draws the half man arm thing with serpent. No, okay, that's okay, no worries. I always that and Reptar, those two, Trogdor and Reptar, were always the ones that like always I thought of for like old cartoon giant fucking
Nice.
monsters that I
Hell
just
yeah.
fucking always loved to reference for sure. I don't know if anybody's ever who's listening has ever heard of HomestarRunner.com, but they are still going surprisingly.
Unlike fucking CartoonNetwork.com that finally closed.
I don't know how the fuck they're still going because they were an internet show, they're a web show, you know.
yeah.
So
I'm surprised Cartoon Network closed. Honestly, it just like there was, and then like it's funny because
I don't know.
I was looking at it right. I was reading the article and like about how they're finally shutting the server down. It's like they never stopped updating it after like 2009. Like the most modern cartoon that they had on there was Kids Next Door. So they clearly like it was just sitting there abandoned.
Yeah, that sucks, bro. Yeah, let's see. In July 2024, Cartoon Network averaged 74K viewers during its broadcast day, ranking 43rd overall. Despite rumors, there's been no announcement that the cable television network would cease operations.
Oh, so that's about the actual network.
But yeah, it's the actual network because it's probably in response to what you were talking about.
Yeah.
The website or whatever. What specifically shut down?
Their website.
Oh, their actual
CartoonNetwork.com.
website. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Website. Oh, CartoonNetworkHQ.com. But that's for games and shit now. Maybe they changed domains, possibly.
Type in closes at the end or shut down.
Shut down.
There you go.
There we go. Let's see. Warner Brothers Discovery shuts down Cartoon Network headline. Yeah, network website. Oh, all these fucking.
Oh, best
pop-ups.
Labor Day
God
sales.
damn it.
It is Labor Day, and
Let
I am
us
a
see
laborer.
here. In their quarterly earnings report, they're taking $9.1 billion. That's Warner Brothers. Right down with their legacy television unit. Over the past several years, cable networks have been losing revenue with a loss in carriage fees from cord cutting, resulting in a drop in subscribers and ratings.
Oh, so nobody was using it, and they're just like,
Yeah.
all right, it's time to go.
Yeah,
It's costing us money.
I believe that because I feel like cable is dying. I can't remember where I read something similar, but years ago, somebody wrote a very thorough article on the concept of how cable is going to be dying in the next decade.
That's for
because
old people.
Everyone's moved on to streaming in some way or another.
Yeah.
Now, you know, and everyone that's what it's catered to. You
Well,
know?
it's literally for old people. It's a trap. Like cable's like $300.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like why?
Well, a lot of places now, like, will just bundle cable if you buy other stuff like internet and phones and stuff.
Oh,
they'll
they've
just
always done that.
They'll just bundle cable with it now.
It's been like that since the beginning. Well, so here we go.
Oh, really?
Because my mom worked for a cable company.
Oh, okay.
The Cartoon Network cable channel is currently available in less than half of the U.S. compared to 87% in 2011.
Wow.
So yeah, they took a huge
Yeah.
fucking loss.
Yeah.
43rd overall ranking in their broadcasting, which means
it's not. Dude, 74K
that means like the
viewers in a month
Spanish
is not good.
It means like the Spanish soap opera channels are doing better.
Dude, yeah, an average of 74K viewers in July, which I'm assuming that's the month of July.
That's
you know?
nobody. Yeah,
that's bad, bro.
I mean, what is there?
That's
325 million of us.
Yeah, dude.
So that's not even like a percentage.
That's not even a drop in the fucking lake, bro. Like
Holy
it's insane. I kind of feel bad because we
It's
grew
less
like
than
said,
1% of
we
people.
grew up on this shit, and I wonder if there's like people who got into Cartoon Network and there's a dream job kind of thing, and had to watch it die.
Yeah,
like
all those people who got jobs at Toys R Us.
Yeah, dude. And surprisingly,
They're coming back.
Nickelodeon is still doing really well too.
Nickelodeon is fueled by pedophiles, so they will survive forever.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Best Cartoon Network shows. Okay, so
don't you like how all of those documentaries came out about Nickelodeon and all the pedophiles and the weird producer shit and everything, and people had an outrage, but no one's done anything to Nickelodeon as a whole. No one's even bothered.
I still think it's crazy that everybody was talking about Dan Schneider, who realistically was just kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. Don't get us wrong.
He was a weirdo, sure.
Yeah, he
but
did feet shit. He said sexual things.
Yeah, but Pickle Guy butt fucked
I was
Drake.
just gonna say, there should be a fucking war for him, bro.
He was inside of Drake.
Yeah, multiple holes.
And then Drake went to court, and everybody was like, "You little slut."
Yeah, dude.
Dude, people wrote in character references.
Yeah,
saying Drake must have provoked him.
Yeah, asked for it.
Yeah,
or
it's this
something.
15-year-old must have come on to him and asked to be butt fucked in the middle of the night.
Also, I know it's only one instance, but also goes to show that it's not just women that get the whole you're a fucking whore, you're a lying slut.
Little boys can get it too.
If you are up against somebody who has any kind of a form of power, you're gonna get fucking thrown to the wolves.
Well, it's what was it? It's like 1 in 10 males get molested growing up, and only 1 in 1,000 will ever admit it.
Yeah, because it's taboo, It's like, oh, you're weak,
not a man anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You gotta.
It shouldn't be that way, but that's what it is.
That's what it is. That's how our culture has always been since fucking the dawn of time.
Yeah, so I just find it very ironic that people targeted individuals, off of that documentary, but they didn't, attack the company that's supposed to keep this shit fucking corralled. You know, I don't know if we even heard of Nickelodeon having any kind of action. I'm not saying the documentary should have caused them to have action, right? But definitely for PR purposes, that it's being talked to, so you would think that Nickelodeon will put out some kind of we've searched into this, did X, Y, Z, blah, something,
Yeah, well, I think Pickle Guy should have been fucking hung.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, I think pedophiles across the board should have their skin fucking
and then,
bro.
And then the end of the fucking thing is just basically a commercial trying to push us to like Drake again.
Yeah.
It's by the way,
that's the hard part.
It's everything got taken from him. We should love him.
It really did feel like a huge fucking PR stunt for his fucking.
Yeah.
Not saying that the stunt in the way that all of it was fake, but it really did feel like Drake's making music again.
Look, he got raped.
This. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
He got raped.
It feels bad. Anyways,
he would have been a superstar. Look, and then he puts out a dog shit song. And it's just
I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of any of his music, really.
Sorry, Drake. I mean, the opening song to Drake and Josh was good.
Yeah. But it wasn't something it was.
It was tween music.
I would sing back to that not because it was a song I liked, but because it was a song to a show I liked.
Yeah, because you heard it a million times.
Right? Yeah.
At one point, it's just ingrained in your head. I still know those words.
There's a lot of fucking songs that you don't really remember.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you hear one note and it just the whole thing pops into your head.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, so let's look at this. Best Cartoon Network shows.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, Adventure Time, which was more for potheads and acid heads.
This is modern day. So modern Ben 10, Adventure Time, regular show. I didn't watch Steven Universe, but I've heard that it's good.
I didn't watch any of those other ones either.
The newer Teen Titans, Gumball.
Actually, I watched a little bit of Ben 10 when it first came out.
I watched the original Ben 10 a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was
not bad.
It was a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Definitely not whatever this 2016 version is.
No, it's kidified. I think this is part of the reason.
Yeah, I think Ben 10 was
tanked.
wasn't he a teenager?
Yeah, they're all teenagers.
Yeah, same thing with Teen Titans. They were all they were much older.
Yeah,
they turned everybody into babies.
Looking at this list here, other than regular show and Adventure Time and a lot of their shows are kidified, and I wonder if that was on purpose because they lost a market for like when we were watching Cartoon Network, it was a lot of Ed and Eddies and fucking like Dexter's Lab and those kind of things. They were kidified, but they were very, I don't know, I guess less cutesy would be the word, you know? And I wonder if that's just a generational thing that they like this stuff, or it was we lost that generation that likes what we liked and they were trying to appeal to a new market and it like kind of tanked, you know?
Yeah.
Like, again, like regular show I heard did really well. I've heard that Gumball did pretty good, and so did Adventure Time.
Adventure Time was strange.
I don't know if Ben 10 did
I think
good
Adventure
enough.
Time did really well because of like the teenage stoner market.
Yeah, Adventure Time was like, I think they were trying to aim at like the not only the teenage stoner market, but the young mid-20s, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The first time I did acid, I watched Adventure Time.
Yeah,
because I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. It's a good story from what it seems
I wasn't
like.
bad at it. I didn't watch a shit ton of it, but I watched some episodes and I liked it. It was cool.
I think the concept, and I could be completely wrong because I haven't really seen a lot of the show.
See, the Nickelodeon, they got like Paw Patrol.
I think this guy, the main character, was just Finn. I think something.
Probably.
I think he's supposed to be dead, or the dog's actually dead. Like the whole story is of a telling is supposed to be that it's him recounting his adventures, or maybe something like another life or whatever. And he finds out at the very end that he's actually really old, and that like his dog friend died a long time ago, and all that shit.
Jesus Christ!
It might have been just an episode of something happening, but I swear that might have been like a plot twist towards the end of the series.
See,
but anyways,
regular show was big. Like it was big enough that as an adult I knew what it was.
Yeah, it had 8 seasons.
And
pretty
Gumball
popular
as well, but see, like Nickelodeon, like
Gumball's okay.
Nickelodeon like shapes the culture.
I don't understand the Steven Universe fan base.
I don't know what that
is. It's
came out right after we graduated, but no, but like you know what I mean. Like Paw Patrol, like that's the new SpongeBob.
Yeah, Nickelodeon really has the dial on kids shows for sure. Paw Patrol is Bluey Nickelodeon.
I think so. Yeah,
and everyone is obsessed with Bluey. I don't understand.
Yeah, type
that,
in top Nickelodeon shows.
Let's see.
Let's see how they compare to these.
One-handed type because I have coffee.
Yeah, we'll see how they compare to these fucking Cartoon Network shows.
Nickelodeon.
There we go.
There we go.
Did it right for us. Drake and Josh still, huh?
So these are the old ones. Let's do modern.
Yeah.
Real quick. Top modern.
There we go.
Enter.
Yeah, because all those were from our time. Wow, fucking SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents are still up there.
Still showing all the old shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're still playing all the old shit. There we go, right now. SpongeBob is still up there.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol, The Loud House.
I don't know what Henry
iCarly's
Danger
still
is.
up there?
I thought iCarly was
Well, they all got
canceled.
raped. Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. These articles are not reliable right now. Let's see.
I know that SpongeBob is still ridiculously big.
Okay.
And now he's autistic. Did you see this?
No.
Tom Kenny came out and said he's autistic.
Like, just suddenly now he's autistic? Or
well,
like
apparently
he's always
been autistic.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, type in SpongeBob autism. I guess, it was Tom Kenny, the fucking voice. He came out not that long ago and said, like, yeah, SpongeBob fucking, he's a drooler. He's a knuckle dragger. He fucking loves puzzles and sucking off Patrick, I guess. He never meant to go public saying that SpongeBob was autistic. Oh, too bad. This was kind of a private moment. Oh, we go up a little bit real quick.
Oh, yep.
It was a kind of private moment that I had with a fan. What the fuck? Okay. So he stopped Entertainment Weekly's Comic-Con video suite on Friday to celebrate 25th anniversary of SpongeBob. He reflected on his quote, took off more than he expected a few days earlier. I'm not a medical doctor, and SpongeBob is an imaginary character, so I'm not really qualified to speak. But yeah, a young person with autism who is on the spectrum said to me, basically he was asking me, I'm like this, is SpongeBob like me? And I said, yeah, he is. SpongeBob's a lot like you. You guys are the same, and you're both awesome. Oh, so that was just taken out of context.
Yeah. See,
he was just trying to make a little retarded kid feel better.
Internet is dumb as fuck for this kind of shit because of two things. One, obviously, you can't just hear something and then out of,
declared a statement.
Right, exactly. Two, people forget, and this might be the director, whatever in me, but people forget that voice actors and actors do not own the characters.
No.
Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. does not own Tony Stark.
Yeah.
The writers and the producers of the show own the character.
Yeah.
If it comes from them, then it's real. If it comes from their actor, it's not fucking real. I don't care.
No,
I don't care if you're screeching on the other side of the fucking microphone right now. Listen to me. The actors are not. They don't own their characters.
Yeah.
Right. And that's not how this fucking works. Right.
This is a word I've never seen before. It's SpongeBob canonically. Canon.
Canonically.
Canonically.
I think. Yeah, it's
autistic.
canon.
And then everybody's asking, what syndrome does Patrick have? What syndrome does Pearl have?
Because everyone
Is
wants
Squidward
everyone
autistic?
to be fucking broken now. Jesus Christ. Guys, get the fuck over
Reddit.
yourselves. Jesus Christ. Crust. Jesus Christ. You heard me.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and crust.
Where pizza's a religious
It's
experience.
It's like, guys, just let characters be characters. Like, if somebody comes out and says, yeah, Patrick is autistic, right? And they're the fucking creator, great. Wonderful. Keep writing what you've been doing. No problems, right? But don't go fucking hunting for, oh man, like all these characters are broken, like, oh, they're so diverse now. I'm like, dude, you didn't give a fuck about diversity until the topic came up, Get the fuck over yourself.
You didn't care about it until somebody
Yeah.
accused you of not liking it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? As soon as you came into question,
Yep.
then
Yep.
all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad I live with one, because I get to just say whatever I want.
Yeah, well, again,
Take care of your own
It's
retarded
a lot of
pervert.
people who are the loud majority that are very naive, and kind of shout for what they is virtue signaling,
Yeah.
and then they kind of drown out the people who are actually autistic, and
Yeah.
or have whatever ailment, or want diversity, and they kind of get put in a bad light because of these people who are just screaming for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'm
look
not
at
saying
this,
that
bro.
these guys are, but
Look at this shit, the way the internet takes it. USA Today. SpongeBob SquarePants voice actor Tom Kenny has shared that he believes the beloved animated character is on the spectrum. New York Post. Tom Kenny, the voice actor who voices SpongeBob SquarePants, revealed that the animated character is autistic.
Yeah.
Fox News.
yeah,
Revealed that the popular cartoon character is autistic.
yep.
These are like the biggest fucking news sites on the planet are all like, Tom Kenny says
Yeah.
he's retarded. It's people.com.
Yeah, but YouTube people are blowing it up and shit and everything. It's like, oh my fucking god, guys! Like, again, I'm
Entertainment
glad
Weekly.
that Tom Kenny said this, because he again understands that guys like, I don't own SpongeBob. I'm just the guy that makes the voice for him.
Well, no,
you know?
he was
like,
just trying to make a little autistic kid feel
yeah,
better.
Yeah.
He was trying to make him feel included,
Mm-hmm.
just like, nah, man, don't. You guys are just alike. Don't worry, you're both fucking awesome.
It was a private conversation.
He literally ended
Yeah.
that with "You're both awesome."
Yeah.
Dude. In fact, he could, and like you can even say, because he ended with "You're both awesome," that he never even alluded to SpongeBob being autistic. He was just alluding to that little kid being awesome. That's fucking.
Yeah, dude, that's wholesome as fuck. Let
Yeah.
that be. Let that be as it is.
But
you
then
know?
again,
like,
at the same time, for people with autism, it's pretty nice to think that something this big that they can relate to on that level, right? Like, Bubbles loves the idea that SpongeBob is autistic.
sure. Yeah.
Because Bubbles loves SpongeBob. He's loved SpongeBob.
Good. Oh, yeah.
And he still loves SpongeBob today.
So he has
Sometimes
good taste.
He watches it.
Yeah.
The other day-
there is some good taste in that boy.
The other day, he downloaded Battle for Bikini Bottom. The remaster.
Nice.
Or whatever
Fuck
they
yeah.
call it, the re-soaked edition. And he's just as dog shit at that game as
Is
he
that
is
what
every
that's
other
called,
game.
or was that just a clever?
I think it's
Or is
something
that-
silly like that.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But dude, like he's so bad at video games.
I mean,
It's
we know that.
It's
We
a
know that.
platformer and a collector game. So collect
Not
the
a
jewels.
Bubbles game.
No, dude.
It's not a Bubbles
Holy
game.
fuck! To watch him try to do a platformer
Yeah.
and get 40% of the way and fall over and over and over again, it becomes frustrating.
Yeah, I bet. Give me that fucking controller.
Just fucking hand it over.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with a character being diverse, whether it's like they're diverse in their ethnicity or their disabilities or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that,
No,
right?
of course
I
not.
have huge problems with the internet fucking freaking out over it and blowing it up like a virtue thing, like it's this big, headline. Again,
Yeah.
I brought this up last time, and I don't want to fucking dig into it because I know we've had this conversation a couple of times
Yeah,
now.
Borderlands movie
But
sucked.
The Borderlands movie, but also like Overwatch, right? Is a prime example.
yeah.
Soldier 76, we found out that he was gay way down the line, right? And
Yeah.
people were like, "Cool, that's awesome. That now there's more depth to this character."
Yeah.
But you didn't know, nor did it really wasn't important to the story, right? You know, like finding out was great representation for
Did you like
the non-flamboyant gay folks.
Did you like
you know?
Hammerlock any less when you found out he was gay?
You're right, exactly.
Well, did you think any different of Hammerlock when you found out he was
and
gay?
you can argue with Soldier 76, like you gave exposure to the gay demographic that's not all like flamboyant and like very that stereotypical, you know,
stuffers.
right? Again, yes, you know. So it's like that I think is where diversity shines.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you shine too much of a spotlight on diversity for the sake of showing that it's diverse, you're no longer serving to that cause properly. You know, it becomes artificial. You know, and not sincere anymore, which we talk about, right? And that's what I have a big issue with this kind of stuff, where people freak out about, oh, he's autistic, and it's like, okay, great, that's awesome, you know, good for anybody who can help identify with that, but let's not now take that and embed it so hard into the character that we now ruin the original character that you had plans with. You know, that's the problem.
Oh yeah,
you know?
well, and the fact that like he wasn't saying SpongeBob's autistic, and the whole world is like, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it must be.
Because the whole world wants that shit so
yeah.
bad. Because everyone wants so bad to have this virtue signaling, like everyone's included, blah 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 blah. You know, and it's like, guys, like when you try to force that, you arguably force more diversity away.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And I would argue, if anything, he's got like ADHD. I don't think he'd be autistic. He has tons of emotions.
ADHD makes sense for sure.
He works well in like environments with people or fish. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like, he's a part of society. Like I don't know. Like
he doesn't take social cues too well. You know, for the most part.
That's true.
You know, so I guess it kind of makes sense for autism, but yeah, dude. Like,
I don't know. It's kind of silly.
Yeah,
kinda
again,
silly.
yes. If he is autistic, that's fine. Again, that's not the point. You know.
Yeah.
So.
All right, where are we
Anyways,
at this episode? Where are we at? Because I got some other shit to talk about. It's fucking Labor Day.
We're almost at the end of the show already.
You know, this is the first year that I've actually given a fuck about Labor Day.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I used to not care about Labor Day whatsoever. It was just another holiday. It's like, it's one of those holidays like Memorial Day and Veterans Day where like,
it's just kind of there.
There is an importance to it, but unless you're part of that demographic, what is that importance to you?
It's just a day off for you.
You know, like I'm not a veteran.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm thankful for them, but that's not my day. Right? And like, I'm not, I'm definitely not dead.
Right.
And I didn't serve and die. So like, Memorial Day is like, okay, like I don't think about my grandpa during Memorial Day.
Sure.
Like I'm glad that he did what he did. And fuck yeah, but like it's
Good for
not
you,
like,
brother. Yeah.
It's not like a Memorial Day like I light a candle and like tell stories about my grandpa.
Yeah,
it's
not an ordeal.
No,
right?
I just take a day off. And I used to feel the same way about Labor Day. I was like, great, like Mexicans got a holiday. Like I don't know what that's about. Whatever. You know, I never really thought.
There's
about
a lot more laborers than just Mexicans. But
well, now I am one.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say.
Now it actually feels like this day is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like Mark was
You're a
talking
true
the other
laborer
day.
now.
Mark the other day when we were talking, he was like, "Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about Labor Day," and I was like, "It's because you're a bitch. Labor Day, you don't know how to work with your hands, you fucking pussy." Like, fuck you, dude. I'm a laborer.
God, yeah.
This day is for me. Because every other day sucks dick.
This day has my fucking name on it.
I should be able to put my hand down the front of my pants and not remove it until Tuesday.
Yeah,
all right,
dude,
God damn it. I might call out tomorrow.
I want my balls to be cupped for at least 24 hours.
I want Labor Week. I think if you're not a laborer, I think you should have to go to work on Labor Day, and I think you should get paid half of whatever your hourly rate is for the whole day.
That would stick it to corporate for sure.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Everyone's tunes in corporate would change real fast.
Yeah, dude. Then there would be a non-laborer day.
Yeah, actually, probably that's probably where it would go for sure.
Remote day.
Yeah. Again, everyone wants to, I'm not going to continue into it. It's just Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, but
anyways,
it is the first time I've actually felt like, oh yeah, like it's cool that there's a holiday for this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it came from. I don't know what the origins of Labor Day are. But
let's look it up really quick. We have
we have literally a minute. Let's find out why Labor Day exists.
My guess would be how it came around the era when we had
coal miners.
an assembly line, and
God.
manufacturing, plants.
Origin
of Labor Day.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
1882, under the direction of the Central Labor Union. There would be a union.
Yeah, in the
Fucking
1800s,
pussies.
unions covered only a small fraction of workers and were balkanized and relatively weak. Balkanized meaning like faked out, I guess, right?
I guess.
Because like I imagine they're saying like baseball bulk. You
Okay.
know what a bulk is at all?
No, I was thinking the Baltics.
No, so bulk in baseball is where you go to pitch, right? And like
Yeah.
you start your form, but then you fake out and you throw like you pause and then throw to base to kind of catch somebody on first base or whatever, something like that, to get them out. Anyways,
divided into a smaller mutually hostile states or groups.
oh, that's not at all what I thought it was going to be. I was just thinking it was like a baseball term that they were using cleverly. Anyways, well,
Oh, that makes sense because that means like the people were looking down on laborers or something like that.
yeah.
And like they're different people, like they're less
Yeah,
than.
they were disillusioned on whether or not
Yeah.
these people were valuable.
Let's see.
Why was Labor Day invented? Labor Day came about because workers felt they were spending too many hours and days on the job.
No
in the
shit.
1830s, manufacturing workers were putting in 70-hour weeks, on average. 60 years later, in 1890, hours of work had dropped, although the average manufacturing worker still toiled in a factory 60 hours a week.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yes, here it is. This is actually where the 8-hour workday was born. Aha. These long working hours caused many union organizers to focus on winning a shorter 8-hour workday. They also focused on getting workers more days off, such as the Labor Day holiday, and reducing the work week to just 6 days. Wow. So
It used to be a 7-day, all day, 70-hour, 10 hours a day, 7 days a
Damn.
week if you were a laborer.
So Labor Day is responsible for not only the 8-hour workday, but the 6-day, it probably eventually leading to the 5-day work
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, it's basically
That's crazy.
It's a symbol of them trying to be like, hey,
We're people.
don't
kill
exactly.
us.
Come the fuck on.
Yeah,
man.
like we're gonna die out here. We are dying out
hard
here.
fucking work.
Yeah, dude.
Like, we deserve to
Respect.
go home every now and
Respect to the people who had to live through the 1800s to be able to get the comfort that we have.
Yeah.
Like if you really think about, like, yeah, we have laborers nowadays, but there's so many tools and just things in general that allow the job and the quality of life to be there. These motherfuckers often probably didn't have dick and had to figure out things themselves with nothing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like
And then it looks
mad
like
respect to the people who lived in this era. For
then.
sure.
1894 is when Grover Cleveland signed it actually into law.
Nice.
So that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
So
1894.
it took them 12 years to get Labor Day as the actual holiday.
Yeah, they probably a tooth and nail fight too.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Unions were like fucking opposed like the plague for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time, bro.
Yeah, and
Well,
I like. Yeah, some places still have to be open because we can't close everything for Labor Day.
Right. No.
That doesn't make sense.
Necessities need to be available.
Well, you know, if you
all
make
that shit.
food, sorry, bitch, you
Yeah.
gotta be open.
Yep. Yep.
That's what it is.
It's true.
Like,
It's true.
How hard is your job? you
Hopefully they're
cocksucker?
getting double time right now, I guess.
Oh, you
know?
get time and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But then
yeah.
depending on the company, like Domino's, these cocksuckers, these motherfuckers on like Labor Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, because Domino's doesn't close. They're strictly business except for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So like they really just they don't give a fuck about any of those other days. But this is what they do. So like let's say it's like Labor Day, right? You get time and a half after 9 p.m. So if you work the
Okay.
10:30 to 5,
Yeah.
regular hours.
Okay.
So it's the closers who are working like 5 till 2 a.m.
Yeah, they
are
get
getting
extra.
half of their day.
Wow.
Fucking time and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. Same thing
Yeah.
at
Adds
Target.
up quick, I'm sure.
At Target, it was after 7 p.m. because they closed at 11. That's when you would get time and a half.
Huh.
Yeah. So they're still kind of
Why is that? It's just because they recognize you are doing more work, I guess? Or-
just penny pinching assholes as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. Like, I mean, yes, if you work in fucking pizza, it's a lot busier at 9 o'clock at night than it is at fucking 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I used to get sick of people who are ordering pizza at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
If you order pizza at
Yeah.
10:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
you better have been up
You're
since
fucking
5.
crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you better have been up all fucking day, like
Yeah.
already, like, because that's
A
How you
5
gonna-
o'clock wake.
how are you gonna walk around with that in your system all day?
Yeah, yeah.
It's pizza, dude. Like
Yeah.
it
It's
slows.
heavy.
It's heavy. It fucking stinks.
Lots of carbs.
You could smell it in your sweat. The pizza sauce.
cheese
like,
and shit too. Yeah.
Oh no! Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Like
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
all that noise. So I used to like somebody would order like 10:30, be like, oh, why?
Well, yeah.
We don't make breakfast pizza, you fucking animal.
Yeah, see,
Like,
what the fuck's wrong with you?
yeah,
bro?
yeah. It's like that's disgusting.
I like pizza, but not like that.
Not like that. No, it's too early. It's too fucking early in the day. Well, folks, there you go. There's another one. Borderlands 4 or Borderlands movie sucked.
Yes, it did.
Borderlands 4 is coming out I don't even know. I don't feel anything in this world anymore.
Oh